to talk about some. The PGA Tour released a bunch of new policy potential changes that have to now get approved by the policy board. Just combing through some of the quick hitters. Basically, they're going to reduce field sizes. They're going to kind of reduce exemption statuses, the number of PGA Tour cards that could be obtained each season through the Korn Ferry Tour and the Q School. And they're going to make some changes to the pace and play policy. The big ones are just like they're going to reduce the max field size from 156 to 144. Other fields they're going to reduce from 132 to 120 players. They're claiming it's due to darkness. They said 28% of tournaments in 2024, 12 out of the 43 had at least one round that wasn't completed on the scheduled day due to darkness. So they're going on and saying that obviously less players in the field will allow them to get everyone through without there being issues pace of play wise for darkness. They're going to reduce Korn Ferry Tour cards. So if you recall, like a month ago, we had our boy Alistair, and he was just right on the brink. Came down to two guys, had putts on the last hole of the entire year in the Korn Ferry Tour. If just one of them missed, he gets his tour card because he would have finished inside the top 30. They're going to reduce those cards from 30 to 20. And then they're also going to reduce right now. If you finish top 125 on the PGA Tour, you keep your PGA Tour card for the following year. They're going to reduce that from 125 to just the top 100. So essentially, they're going to make it way harder for people that are on the Korn Ferry Tour, for people that are trying to make it, for guys like our guy Alistair, and they're going to reduce field sizes and all that. One of my big gripes with this whole thing, and a lot of it comes, honestly, it's like driving me crazy with watching golf now that I've been watching baseball in the World Series, is how much these changes in baseball have dramatically increased the viewing experience of the game. Yep. And man, I haven't really watched a full baseball game all year long until the World Series. It's just not my big thing. The Cardinals kind of sucked this year, so wasn't that into it. Watching these games is laughable at how fast it is. It's laughable at how quickly they go pitch to pitch to pitch. And it is laughable at how much more of an enjoyable experience it is just watching the action. We are lunatics. We have entertainment at the tip of our fingers all day, all night. Our attention spans are minimal. TikTok has taken over everything. Twitter, we don't read any articles now. We just read like a sentence on Twitter. We have no attention spans whatsoever. We need action. So the fact that the game moves so much faster in baseball because of this, the counter and the pitch clock and how much time that you have, makes me so upset that they're like, we're going to cut how many people are involved basically at the highest level of professional golf and have a chance to play on the PGA Tour. We're going to cut the amount of people. We're going to cut Monday qualifiers, which is outrageous. They're going to cut out Monday qualifiers for events that don't have 156 people. They're going to limit the amount of sponsors exemptions. They're going to limit the amount of people that have the chance to play on the PGA Tour and create a career for themselves. And they're arguing it's because of darkness and pace of play. Just be stricter on pace of play. I don't get it. I'm going through and I'm looking, and they've got all this time, and we watch guys take forever to hit shots, and then we hear about these rounds. I was looking, it's like they're claiming that like groups of 4 must play an 18-hole round in 4 hours and 21 minutes, while groups of 3 must play in 4 hours and 3 minutes. These U.S. Open rounds and some of these big tournaments rounds where they don't get to finish due to darkness are taking 6 hours out there. So it's just driving me nuts. Like if you would just, as an organization, set strict rules on pace of play and enforce them. Like guys have to hit shots in 30 seconds. That's what you get. You hit a shot in 30 seconds. That's it. And you get 1 per 9 where you get to get a 60-second extension or something. And every time they violate it, bang, 1-stroke penalty. Bang, 1-stroke penalty. Like something aggressive, I think, would make a huge difference in the game and wouldn't even need them to do all of this, limiting the number of people that are basically going to be able to play in PGA Tour events and have PGA Tour cards.
It's embarrassing for golf that baseball is the model that they should be following. Baseball, right, historically, one of the slowest moving, just won't make any changes, refuses to speed up the game, or they don't want to mess with the history, blah, blah, blah. They finally do, and it's exactly what Riggs just said. It worked. It's a testament to if you speed something up, it's going to work because the attention spans are at 0.0 seconds. Nobody's paying attention to anything anymore. So to ask them to pay attention to a round of golf that's going to take however many hours is insane. Baseball is a perfect example. Change it, make it better, and it can work. They're just scared to do it. They don't want to nobody wants to walk up to a golfer during a professional tournament and be like, hey, you got a stroke penalty there because you went over the 30 seconds. That's the only reason. That's why all these changes have to happen. They can say it's because of darkness, but it's because everybody's taking too long, but it's because people are scared to actually put these rules into effect, even if you have them. Like if you say they come up with a rule, but nobody's going to enforce it and it doesn't matter, then it still takes 5 hours. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to, is just enforcing a rule where guys have to speed up. That's it. And if they won't do that, then nothing's going to change.
Simply come up with a shot clock and enforce it. Simple as that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
This isn't that crazy. It's not. This isn't.
Bro, baseball did it.